words fade. His quiver and hunting bow, he heard a young girl singing and followed the sound below. There he found the maiden who lives in the willow. He called to her as she listened from a ring of toadstools red. Come with me, my maiden, come. She looked at him serenely and only shook her head. See me now, oh ray of light in the moon dance. See me now, I cannot leave this place. Hear me now, a strain of song in the forest. Don't ask me to follow where you lead. A young man walked through the forest with a flowering coat of green. His love had hair like fire, her eyes an emerald sheen. She wrapped herself in beauty, so young and so serene. He stood there under the willow, and he gave her the yellow bloom. Girl, my heart you've captured, oh, I would be your groom. She said she'd wed him never, not near nor far nor soon. In the moon dance, see me now, I cannot leave this place. Hear me now, a strain of song in the forest. Don't ask me to follow where you lead. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday. And I hope vocals are coming through good. Hope the voice is coming through good. This is a brand new installation. I had to re-image my desktop yesterday, so I have to give OBS software a plug for their excellent, absolutely excellent streaming software. O as in Oscar, B as in boy, S as in Sam. Google it if you plan on live streaming on Facebook. It is an excellent software. Unbelievable. Well, happy Sunday. Thank you to those who are joining. And of course, as it goes, if you like our videos, click like, click subscribe. And if you're watching live on Facebook, we look forward to your comments. We have an open chat area where people can join and chat in our conversations. Good morning. Our topic today is hurry, hurry. Um, Rushing about. Gotta go here. Gotta go there. Gotta get there. It's all down to the time. I work with a guy at work that has studied sign language. Both of his parents are deaf. Every once in a while he'll come through and he'll be messing with everybody and he'll go, that's like, hurry up. We hurry everywhere. We hurry up to wait. Um, we rush from one green light to another green light to only have that green light change red. Doesn't that just chap your patootie? We hurry. Humans today, over the last especially 50 plus years, everyone's in a hurry. We're in a hurry to live. We're in a hurry to die. Oh, well, that's a misnomer. Who's in a hurry to die? Well, science has proven that the bigger rush you live in, the more you rush here and rush there, and you don't have time management and you build up stress over trying to hurry and get there, can cause heart attacks, can cause anxieties, breakdowns, nervous breakdowns, um, really just cause people to flitter and freak. And everybody says good morning, and good morning to everyone. Good to have you here. Why would a open pagan church want to do a broadcast on hurry? Well, because we do ritual, right? We do circles, we do personal rituals, we go to our altars, we make our cast, we ask for different things, guidance, and what have you. We light candles, some of us don't. We cast circle, some of us don't. Some of us practice in covens, groups, groves, and what have you. Everyone's in a hurry to make their mark. Everyone's in a hurry to turn your mic up. All right. Okay. Hope that is better. If it's not, I will readjust the positioning of the mic. So everybody let me know if the mic is too low. Like I say, this is a brand new setup, so I'm still working on getting mic gain and everything set. Right? So I hope you can hear me better now. If you can't, let me know. I'll adjust it better. So there we go. So, to hurry. Like I say, how many people get in a hurry when they do ritual? You step into circle and you're casting your circle. And I've seen this happen a lot with groups that have a lot of people that are in a hurry to do other things. They come to circle, you discuss what you're going to do, and I've had people come in and say, well, I don't have a whole lot of time, but I wanted to come out and lend my energy, and then I have to go because we're all meeting at the bar after circle. We're all meeting at the bar after circle. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and go then? Because I'm not going to rush circle. Just like here on Open Pagan Church. We have about an hour. Sometimes we have topics that take a little over an hour, and sometimes we have topics that are done in 30 minutes. People don't have time. When you step into circle before deity, your time is their time. Just my thought on it. You do what you're going to do. And I've had a number of people tell me, well, I just didn't have time to call Beltane. I just didn't have enough time to call Mabon, Litha, Lugnasad as some call it. I just didn't have enough time to say thank you to God and Goddess for the things that I have. I didn't have time. I was in a hurry. Well, I didn't learn that lesson because I was in too big a hurry. I didn't read that book or study that assignment or do what needed to be done because I was in a hurry. And people come back, especially my students over the years, they come back in a year and a half or so and they go, haven't I made priesthood yet? Haven't I gone up through the ranks yet? No. Why? Because you're in too big a hurry. You're in too big a hurry to get someplace where you should have already been to begin with. But you get in such a big hurry that you end up chasing your tail, right? Some people have heard me say I'm running like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. And other times I say, I'm running so fast I'm not going anywhere because one foot's nailed to the floor. Right? We get and have become a human race society that the term human race doesn't mean a race of people anymore. It means humans racing to get to wherever it is they think they want to go. People on the freeway will run over you. When a pedestrian is crossing the street, I love this one. Absolutely love this one. I have seen people driving down the road that when a pedestrian is crossing the street, they speed up. Now they may be a block or two away from the individual, but they still speed up. I'm like, why do you do that? And the best one I love is when you're driving down the freeway, right? And you're in traffic, and there's a 10 car length open space in the next lane. So you put on your blinker like a good person and you try to move over. Well, the person behind you that wasn't in a hurry because no one is in front of them, all of a sudden they're in a big ripping hurry to cut you off. Everybody's in a hurry. I'll tell you right now, I'm guilty of it. Not necessarily cutting people off. Hey, if you want over and there's room, come on. But in a hurry to get things done. Like when I get done with church today, I've got to go in, change clothes, and go outside and go up a ladder and find out what happened to one of my cameras last night in the storm that blew through. Nope, not in a real big hurry to do that, mind you. But when we step into circle and we step up to the altar, or we go before deity to say thank you or to ask for advice or guidance or what have you, how many of us are in a hurry? How many of us are in such a big hurry to get things done that sometimes we have to come back and redo it because we were in such a big hurry to get it done, we didn't take just a few more minutes to take the time to do it right. I'm guilty. I tell my daughter all the time, you know, sweetheart, if you'd have taken the time and done it right the first time, you wouldn't be doing it second, third, or fourth time trying to get it right. Now, yeah, we live in a world, in a time, where it's all about how much you can get done within a certain amount of time. The job I work at expects us to fix the problem, answer more calls, but fix the problem and answer more calls. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Take the calls, kick the ticket. Take the calls, kick the ticket. Take the calls, kick the ticket. And I bet most of you out there that have jobs that are time sensitive are the same thing. Writing reports. They want these reports written a particular way with a particular verbiage set in a particular font with a particular paragraph. But come on, come on. You ain't got that report done yet? Let me slap somebody. So we hurry. We have things we have to do. There is sometimes I can't be here for Open Pagan Church because there are things that I have to do. That is a thing. On the Sunday the 5th, is it? Yep. Sunday the 5th, had to look at my calendar. I will not be here. And yes, I will post that in Open Pagan Church. Sunday, August 5th, I will not be here. We have to put a new roof on my Jeep. And I hope not to have to get in a real big hurry with that because I want it done right. So there you have it. There are times we can't be where we would like to be because of life things that get in the way, of course, right? But if we're going to be someplace, most especially when it comes time for deity, when it comes time for circle, casting altar, when it comes time for education and learning. When I was in my teens and 20s and earlier years going to school, I never will forget. I would sit in school and I'd be like, come on, come on. Is it 3 o'clock yet? Am I out of this place yet? One of the things I've grown to understand as I've gotten a little older is we rush through the week, and I've given my employees a hard time about this one. We're always like on Monday, right? Those of us that are off on the weekends, and even those of you that might have 2 days off during the week on a rotation, right? You still might have 1 or 2 days off, so you're trying to rush through the week so that you can get that day off. Some of us don't get days off at all. It's just can to can't, and there's never any enough time for can't. Those are those of us that get older quicker and get slower faster. I've worked those kind of jobs. Those where you work 24/7, you work weekends, you work holidays, you work days, you work nights, you just work. That's all you do is work. You're essentially hurrying through life. You go to bed one night and you're relatively a young person in good shape, and you wake up the next morning and you're old. Where'd it go? You missed. You may have missed your kids growing up. You may have missed your grandkids growing up. Wait, I have grandkids? Where the hell did the grandkids come from? I've been in such a hurry. I've worked my whole life. I've done everything and not gotten involved in the family. Or you wake up one day and the family's gone. Where'd they go? What happened? It's because we get so wrapped up. We get wrapped up in this ball of responsibility, if you will. And I am the first one to say responsibility is a good thing. But you can take that responsibility entirely too far, right? When I go to work, I am at work, but there's a part of my mind that's still thinking about home. When I'm at home, I'm at home. I'm doing the things that need to be done at home. But the type of person I am, there's always a piece in the back of my mind thinking about what's going on at work. Is everything running smoothly? Are people doing what they need to do? But this goes back to the point of hurry up and wait. Okay? The understanding of hurry up and wait is something that human beings are notorious to do. I am the world's worst. We get ready to go someplace, right? I want to be there as early as possible so that I can get the best parking place, get in line, and I am perfectly fine standing in line for 45 minutes to an hour so that I can be among the first in the door, so to speak, to get a good chair, to get a good place to sit. So, I'm going to rush. I'm going to be in a hurry to get everybody rounded up, to get on the road early, less traffic, one would think, to get the best parking place, one would think, to get the best place in line, one would hope, only to wait. I mean, think about the new technology that comes out. Any of you that watch our broadcast, either live or pre-recorded, have you ever been one of those that got in line the day before and camped in line for a piece of technology that's coming out that you want to be the first in line to get? That I've never done. I pre-order my stuff online. Then I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. Step right up so you can wait your next turn in line. When do I not hurry? Okay. When do I not hurry? When I'm sitting with family having a conversation. Like yesterday was my mom's birthday. I did not hurry sitting there over her birthday meal, over her opening her birthday presents, I did not get in a hurry, even though I had things that needed to be done. I didn't think about those things because I'm with family. Now, here's the interesting part. I purposely allotted as much time as needed in my schedule for the day that I needed to get done. I purposely allotted the entire day to do things with my mom. Sit and listen, chat, visit, what have you. Granted, Saturday morning I got up, I had some work I needed to do on this thing to be ready for the day, but that was a couple of hours. Nothing to that. I did manage to get my laundry done yesterday and still had time to spend most of the day with my mom. When we do circle, when we do ritual, Sabbath, whatever you call it, I have no problems getting up early in the morning, daybreak, coffee, Dr. Pepper, whatever, whatever your wake up is for the day. Get busy, get started, preparing circle, getting things prepped, getting things ready to go, getting myself in ritual mode. The more we hurry, we will find the less we get done. And the more we rush ourselves, we will find the more mistakes we make. How about that? You guys are awful quiet today. There's usually all kinds of chatter going on down in the chat area. What are some of the things? And let's take a minute, right? We're what 5 minutes before the hour. Let's take a minute, um, and let's think about some of the things that you have rushed or been in a hurry to do that you later wish you hadn't. Type them in. Give us your thoughts. Because other people that watch the pre-recorded broadcast, they may not think about something. What are you in a hurry to do? Let's take a minute while we do that. I'm going to mute the mic. You go ahead and drop in some of the things you've been in a hurry to do that you later wished you hadn't. And if people are chatting and I'm not seeing it, let me know. Facebook has a tendency to not show me live chat things that are going on. People are just talking and I don't have a clue. So if I'm not seeing something or responding, the last thing I see in the chat area is Tasha asking me to turn up my mic. So, yeah. Yeah, I see it wasn't scrolling like it was supposed to. Tasha said, packing, packing, packing. Yep, I'm seeing them now. I was able to scroll down. This thing is not auto scrolling like it's supposed to. Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes we really actually end up catching ourselves coming and going, don't we? And yeah. By the way, I apologize. It wasn't scrolling. I looked up the comments and it said like 21 comments, and I'm like, where? Yep, there they go. People are posting, but it's not auto scrolling. Yep, Linda says mine stopped scrolling too. Facebook drives me nuts. But hey, it's better than we used to have, right? So what else? What else can we talk about about hurry? I think it's a mindset. I know when I was teaching computer classes, one of the things that I used to teach was time management. And that's a real big thing. Learning how to manage your time so that you can accomplish more without having to feel rushed, without having to feel like you're not getting anything done. And one of the biggest things in time management is being able to look at a block of things that you want to get done within a certain block of time and try to accomplish those things within that block of time. And short trip, yeah, right. A lot of people would say I'm already there, as it were. But in time management, one of the things that we need to remember is set yourself realistic goals. Set yourself realistic goals in such a way that you know you can get them accomplished. Example, we live in the digital age. Get you a calendar. Set you a calendar. um, you know, these crazy things called cell phones, they have excellent calendars and alarms on them. And you may think I'm crazy. I am crazy, but that's beside the point. I have an alarm set that tells me when to clock in at work, when to log into the phones, when to take lunch. I take a nap during lunch. So I have an alarm at a quarter till that wakes me up. Then I have another alarm on my phone that's set for me to go back to work after lunch. Now this is probably absolutely crazy. I have an alarm set for 10 minutes before I get off of work that says, get ready to get off of work. Yeah, I do. And that gives me enough time to turn off the coffee pot at work, clean out the coffee jug, get my stuff all gathered up so that I can get ready to leave for work. Then I have an alarm set that reminds me to take out the trash on Monday. I have another alarm that reminds me to bring in the trash cans on Tuesday. I have an alarm set that reminds me time to get ready for open pagan church. Yes, I do. So, alarms are a good thing. Calendars are a good thing. Set your calendars so that you have reminders that morning. And I have even seen people, believe it or not, I have even seen people that have alarms that remind people to look at their calendars. The absent minded shaman I am. Back in the day when we were running Circle, I had alarms set on my computer. That was before cell phones had alarms. I had an alarm set on my computer the Thursday before ritual to remind me that we were having ritual this weekend. That's kind of sad, but I have a memory like a sieve. I do. Sometimes I have to remember my own name. Time management, most especially today, is very important. It's something that we just simply have to do. Okay? We get busy. We get busy studying, we get busy taking care of family, working, doing things that need to be done around the house, outside the house, grocery shopping, paying bills, paying bills. Paying bills is a big one. It's a good thing to set an alarm to remember to pay the electric bill. Crazy as it is, I know here in the U.S., our electric bills come due the same day every month. Direct TV, Dish TV bill, cell phone bill, bills period, set an alarm to remember to pay the bill. Let's think about something for a moment. And yes, I'm having to manually scroll because Facebook is tripping this morning and not scrolling. So by setting alarms and working with time management, you may think it's nuts, but we hurry so much all day, every day. We hurry through life, we hurry through work, we hurry through, we hurry to get to maybe our kids' recitals that they're doing for school, um, appointments, doctor's appointments, things that have to be done. So there is nothing wrong with setting alarms. Alarm software nowadays, you can set as many alarms as you want to remind you to do things. I don't recommend, however, that you set an alarm without labeling that alarm. For the first little bit, I would set an alarm for 5 o'clock on Monday. The alarm would go off on 5 p.m. Monday. I get off of work at 4. I would be on my way home in traffic. The alarm would go off at 5 o'clock. And I would look at it and I would say, why did I set that alarm? What am I supposed to do at 5 p.m.? And I would rack my brain all the way home till I got home and saw the trash can sitting there, and it's like, right, trash cans, got to take out the trash. Well, I changed alarm softwares that allow me to be able to label the different alarms. As human beings nowadays, we have so much that needs to be done, and not all of it is repetition. We may not always do the same exact things every day that we do every day that we would think we would do. Taking out the trash is once a week. Used to, in the house we used to live in, taking out the trash was every other week. That'll mess with your head. I have alarms set for things that I need to get done at work. So, right. So when you're making your schedule and you're setting out your calendar, that's like my medications, right? I have vitamins and medications that I take every morning at 4:15, 4:20 in the morning when I get up. The first thing I do is I get up, I go to the restroom, I get dressed, get ready to go to work, do what needs to be done, walk in, sit down. I grab my little pill divider thing that's set up in days. I flip the day of the week, pop the pills, take the drink, close it up, put it back up there. And on Sunday afternoons, believe it or not, I don't have an alarm to do this. I just seem to remember to do it. Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon when I'm sitting there watching TV, I reach up and I grab my pill box. I set it down, open everything up, and I do my pills for the week, for the 2 weeks. My paycheck runs every 2 weeks, so my pills run every 2 weeks. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I didn't have to do that. Well, I'm 56. Yeah, 56 now. There are things that I have to take. Don't like it, but it is what it is. So, time management is very important. Make yourself calendars, make yourself reminder list. I mean, today, I just don't see a whole lot of people that don't even go to the bathroom without their cell phones. A lot of people today don't get up and walk across the house without their cell phones. Build yourself reminders. Now, if you have to have a reminder to build yourself reminders, there might be something wrong. If you can't remember to go to the restroom, there might be something wrong and you might need to be checked by a physician. You know, if there are things that you're forgetting to do and people that you're forgetting that might really be an issue, you might need a physician, and there's really nothing wrong with that. You know, as we get older in life, our brain just don't retain information like it used to. Boy, do I know that. I am a big note taker, right? Especially at work. One of the other departments will send out an email and I will drag it. I will create folders and then I'll put in my notes um, topic so and so in folder such and such. And I'll create a folder link. I can click on it and go right there, go right where I need to go. So, what are some other time management techniques that you guys do that time management techniques that you guys do that might help others? Put them down in the chat area. What are some of the things that you do to keep track of the things that need to be done? Let's take a moment to do that. Be right back. down a little bit here. Do a list for the day. Right. Sticky notes. Oh, sticky notes. I used to love sticky notes back in the day. Now I hate sticky notes because sticky notes don't stick the notes like they used to. They last a little bit and then they fall off. But yes, make yourself notes. And you know, calendars, I know that me and my entire family are Google, right? We Google everything. We have Google Calendars, Google Email, Google cell phones, well, Android cell phones. Our entire world is synced with Google. Um, I've got two Google accounts. One of them is synced with my personal Pegasus12162. My other Google is synced with my Celtic shamanism or my chosen path. And the two different ones keep me synced on what I need to do when. And the calendars send me reminders every day. I get an email on my Gmail account of what the notes are for that day, what the topic is for that day. That's like that's like we have Meet the Teacher coming up pretty quick. I'll have to check my calendar to see what the exact date is, but I do know we have Meet the Teacher one evening pretty quick. Yep, absolutely. Tasha says, take a deep breath, center. If things are starting to, get too fast, starting to move too fast, also remind myself to take another breath and center. Absolutely. It's another thing I was going to talk about here in just a minute, but I'll go ahead and jump to it. When you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed, and this is kind of where I want to go in drawing to a close today's Open Pagan Church. When you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed and you feel yourself trying to accomplish so much at one time that nothing is getting done, stop. Take a deep breath. Center yourself. Humans are notorious for gaining tunnel vision where you can only see one thing. Okay? My desk has 5 monitors on it. 6, counting the big one. You get so needle point focused on one thing that you can't see everything else around you. You can't see everything else that needs to be done. So one of the really good points to time management is stop. Take a deep breath. Look at what needs to be done. And if you have overset your calendar to things where you know absolutely there is no way you're going to get everything done because shit happens, right? Life happens, things get in the way. You're in the middle of doing something, you get a phone call that something is broke or something is amiss or somebody's in the hospital, somebody got sick, blah, 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 on and on. Things have to be rescheduled. So, recatch your center, regain your center. When things are becoming too chaotic and they're becoming too fast around you and nothing's getting accomplished, stop. Stop the momentum of hurry up and wait. And this is something that everybody needs to remember. When you get in such a hurry that nothing is working for you, and you have found yourself so wrapped up in life, You found yourself so wrapped up in the anxieties and the things that are going on around you. You become so centered and needlepoint focused on, let's use this. You become so needlepoint focused on that toothpick that you can't see anything else around it. There's a problem because you're not accomplishing anything at this point. Stop. Stop the momentum. Stop what's going on. Step back away from it. Either sit down or lean up against a wall, whatever's close. Take a deep breath and go, what I'm doing isn't working. Going 90-0, balls to the walls, blowing and going, isn't working because I am eventually finding myself sitting in my recliner because I am so tired and nothing is getting done. Reassess your time management ideas. Reassess the way you're doing things. And guys, in closing, I want to remind you of this, okay? When you go to your altar, when you go to circle, when you go to Sabbath, when you go to do things with deity, before deity, for deity, whatever, before you ever step up to your altar, before you ever step in circle, before you ever crack that book to study or to read or to learn something about your particular path or craft, stop. Take a deep breath, bring yourself to center, bring yourself in, let everything else go. Because when you go before deity, there has to be time. There has to be time to center yourself and to bring yourself to what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Open Pagan Church. We love your comments. We love your ideas. Click like, click subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and click the bells so that you'll get notified the next time we've had a babble. Right here on Open Pagan Church, where your thoughts are important. We'll see you next time, right here. Have a great day.